Well, in Monterey County, 85% of residents had their first vaccine. But one of the statistics that alarmed the government the most is that only half of the African and Native American communities have had their first COVID-19 vaccine. KION's Melanie Waintal takes a close look at the numbers for us.
They don't trust the government.
We don't trust the government.
They have information. They're not trusting it.
In Monterey County, 52% of the Native American community and 48% of the African American community have already received their first vaccine, but that percentage drops to the 40s for those who are fully vaccinated. Meanwhile, nearly double the Latino community is vaccinated compared to the Native and African American communities. And that reason?
There is a tremendous volume of resentment still that exists in my family over that happening. So when I look at, like, my mother, for example, it took her a year before she would get vaccinated because she has so little trust in government.
Michael Woody is a member of the Salinan Tribal Council that extends to parts of Monterey County and San Luis Obispo. He's a professional engineer who dedicates his spare time to representing his home tribe. Woody says that in the early 20th century, San Luis Obispo sheriff's deputies drove his great-grandmother and her family off their property on Toro Creek near Morro Bay at gunpoint.
These are real stories that happen directly to our families, and it's really affected how all of us have seen government today, and really plays into the level of distrust that so many of us have about government.
Between slavery and stealing land from the families of many Native and African Americans, these communities historically suffered at the hands of the U.S. government, many in less than a century.
They really don't trust the American government because of what had happened to us in the past.
Jerry Robinson is a community health care worker for the Village Project in Seaside. Part of the mission is to help meet the needs of the underserved community, especially the African American community, by organizing mobile vaccination clinics and COVID-19 screenings.
Everybody knows the Village Project in Seaside. And the fact that we are doing this, then they can trust us more than they would trust someone they don't know.
Communities are unique. And so we can't just use national trend data. We can't use data from other groups. We really need to understand what's going on in our community.
Vanessa Lopez Littleton is a professor at CSUMB and is studying the African American community in Monterey County to understand why they have such a low vaccination rate. But one of the concerns is that the county is not taking into account the entire population that was vaccinated.
Some of my colleagues and I are wondering if by chance there are larger numbers of Black people or other people who are getting their vaccines through, like, the government, through the VA. And right now, those databases don't interface, right?
But what else can the government do to serve these communities?
Come knock on our door. Seriously, come knock on our door. Sit down with us, break bread with us, talk to us, let us ask questions face to face, and realize we're going to ask a lot of hard questions.
And that's exactly what the VITA Project is trying to do.
We're also hosting several conversations with the indigenous communities and the African American communities and its leaders to make sure that we are approaching this correctly.
Joel Hernandez Laguna is one of the officers of the Community Foundation for Monterey County. He helps coordinate the immunization centers for the county. Like VITA and the Village Project, these organizations are looking to build more trust in these communities, especially now that the booster shots are also available. In Seaside, I'm Melody Waintal, KIO News Channel 546.
And if you would like more information about these organizations that Melanie mentioned, the vaccination clinics in Monterey County, please visit our website. That's KION546.com.